So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. Ouattara is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy Fofana is going to have a busy time of it in the middle of the park, Peter. He's going to have to do an awful lot of covering, especially if his wingers are constantly making those forward runs and getting out of position. So he has to fill in for all of that. And based on what I've just said, you know, he's going to be asked to lead the counter-press too. It's a good job. His work rate is absolutely top-notch. He's going to need it.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Tries to play it through. Look at the space here. And that is expertly dealt with. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Simeone. Fofana. Shot could be on. Now this could be a... And he shoots! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Great defending, strong and determined. Bruno Fernandes. And he's gone searching crossfield. Acuna. Rabiot. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Almiron.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Fofana receives it in a good position here. Decent chance! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Benfica are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Benfica have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Simeone. And here's Bruno Fernandes. He's away. Now, can they get him all? He's had a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Simeone deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Tries to pass it through. He is through here. Slings it, he gets big! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring. He's got tall. Ouattara. Rabiot goes sliding in. And he has shown him a yellow card. Bruno Fernandes. That is ended up in no man's land. That is a great pick out. Face to face with the keeper. Real chance! And he's in it this time, surely!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big...
Zaccagni! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Sterling. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Simeone, and he's running through. And a chance! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Nantes with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's had it taken off him, pass somewhat off target. He's on it, can he get away? Di Maria gets into a good position. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Walker is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Almiron providing an outlet on that flank. Tacho deals with that comfortably. Now it's Simeone. Rabiot. Well, played right into his path. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Di Maria. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Sterling. Now who's going to be first to this? That's been cut out, well played. Looking to play him in. Beñatrados with the foul. It's just beyond his reach. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Benfica 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And the game has already resumed here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's been slipped through. Terrific header! He will be livid with himself. He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. And the shot! Di Maria. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He has found the way through. Incoming Dylan. Climbs up big! Oh, it rattles the bar! Di Maria. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Nantes are down to 10 men. He certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Oh, they're on! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Nantes have the chance to go the other way. Benfica really do look to have it all sewn up here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, it's a great ball here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Oh, super ball! Can he finish? In he goes again! He's kept it out, just.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Nantes give themselves a fighting... Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that has left him in a heap. Keeper's got good distance on that. Kyle Walker. Benfica still have the cards to affect this game. Correa makes the interception. No way through. Now it's Ouattara. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Just about up to 75 minutes. Almiron looking for the run. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ouattara. Oh, shooting chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Número 19. Número 18. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 9. Número 20.
So there's going to be another change here. Acuna. Prados. Borja. Spread it left. Looking for options for movement. Aimed beyond the defence.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ferran Torres making good progress on the right-hand side.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Zubeldia. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now Beñat Prados. Borja. Played out to the right. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Recalo is wide and looking to get onto this. No mistake! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Konsa. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, they are now a 9-man team. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Kyle Walker. 5 minutes to add. Couldn't squeeze it through. Thierry Correa. And it's gone back to the keeper. So that's it. It is all over. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Rafael Leao voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Benfica definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.